Hey, Jeff, Big Daddy here. Welcome to Big Daddy Knows. And I do. What is the proof? I have nothing. You hear all these people talk about being materialistic and how horrible it is and how it ruins their life. Well, let me tell you something. I have nothing. My life is ruined. I wish I had something. Do you ever notice the people that always say that are people that have a lot of things? They're always lecturing us, aren't they? Well, let's go on with this. I've been having this cup of coffee today, and I was sitting here thinking about coffee and what it meant in my life. And I remember the day I had a cup of coffee with Jesus. I'm from Newport, Kentucky. That's across the river from Cincinnati. And the culture there is pretty well white, Protestant, Catholic. And nobody back there is named Jesus. We have people named after the saints, of course. Stephen, Paul, Philip, yeah, the whole gang, John. And I'm not demeaning that in any sense, if you want to name your child after those people. I think I should be Thomas, Doubting Thomas. How many people know the story of Doubting Thomas? I was at a little get-together a few nights ago, and I said, don't be a Doubting Thomas. And this college graduate said to me, what's that mean, Doubting Thomas? And I very wittily replied a vulgarity to him about what he could do to himself. Now let me just say to you, in the Midwest, we never named anybody Jesus. That would have been looked upon as blasphemy. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying back there, that's the deal. If somebody was named Jesus, it probably would have been in the newspapers when I was growing up. I mean, how can you do such a thing? So I came to Los Angeles, and I'm getting to know people and what have you. And I was in a coffee shop, Ship's Coffee Shop, down on La Cienega, and I had eaten, and I ordered a little bit more. And I noticed the busboy who came to he brought me back some more food, and then he filled up my coffee, and I looked at his name tag, and it said, Jesus. And I just looked, and I said, are you Jesus? And he smiled and went, see. I went, Jesus. I've been praying for years to a busboy at a coffee shop. Of course, he didn't speak English. He didn't know what he was saying. He just smiled at me, and I said, does anybody speak? You could tell him it's a joke. And he knew there was some type of humor there. And I said, thank you, Jesus. He said, thank you. And then I thought maybe he was Jesus. He had refilled my food. He had refilled my drink. And I thought, maybe something mystical's happening. Because when these things happen, they don't happen the way we think they're going to happen. Mystical mysteries of the universe happen when you never think they're going to happen. That's the deal, That's why people disappear. You read all the time about people disappearing. Well, something's happening. They're just gone. They weren't prepared for it, but whoop, they're gone. It's all finished. So, or they explode. People implode. You've read that, right? Where people just turn into fire and just maybe too much rich food. I don't know. I can't answer the mysteries of the universe. I could just come to you and ask you to subscribe so I can make money and buy things and become materialistic. Anyhow, as I told the guys I was having this little late night nosh with, I said the story about Jesus. And he said, well, really, one of the guys said, it's not Jesus. It's pronounced Jesus. Jesus. I said, well, that makes sense. I said, so I'm not going to, I was booked in San Jose, but I said San Josie. The guy laughed and he said, no, like the song, Do You Know the Way to San Jose? The J is pronounced as an H. So whenever you see anything Latino and it's got a J, you pronounce it as H. And basically he said, that's something you should understand. He said, how long are you going to be there in San Jose? I said, to Hoon or Hulai. Nobody cared for my pun. But I thought it was pretty good, and I hope you did too. Every week I'm bringing some new insight, some new, different kind of look on the world that we live in. And hopefully I make you happy in some way, and you will subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe, your enemies. You probably have more enemies than friends, most people do. And I can become materialistic and never have to do this again. But while I have to, I'm here for you, because you know why? I can't say I love you because I don't know you. I can't love something I don't know. But I can say I like you. I like you. And maybe there'll be love. Do you have money? Write me. Money creates love. Anyway, Big Daddy, adios.